I have a comment to the water. I'm from Sweden. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, hi.
In Sweden, we have a lot of stone circles, but no water in it, no real water, but it's mentally placed in the stone circles. And you can find if it's physical water or mentally placed water there. If you put your hand over your heart chakra and douse, then it disappears if it's mentally placed there.
Right.
Yeah.
Gosh.
So we don't have veins in the circle.
So the Neolithic, or whoever they were, builders of it, they mentally placed the water in the center.
No, not as a vein, but in lines.
Oh.
In different, in different lines. Yeah.
Yes.
And in many other places as well. A lot of mentally placed water.
Ooh.
So it's interesting to see if you put your hand over your heart chakra.
What's supposed to happen, Eva, when you put your hand?
You can't douse it any longer. You don't feel it any longer.
Oh, wow. Oh. Whereabouts in Sweden are you?
Stockholm.
Okay.
So does that apply if, for example, I set up a temporary energy line when I was running a workshop, just for the use of my students. But so do you think that would apply, that if they put their hand over it, they would be able to douse it? That'd be an interesting exercise. Well, we could try it.
Try it, but I know it works for water, but I'm not sure about other lines. But we have tested it many times, so we know that's true. And we also put mentally our own lines just to test. I've done it many times, and people just douse them.
It's very interesting.
Even if they don't know they are there.
Do you belong to a group of dowsers?
Yeah, I'm in the Society of Dowsers in Sweden. I'm doing marketing there.
Are you?
Yeah.
Are you on the society? Do you belong to?
Yeah.
Are you one of the leaders?
Yeah.
All right.
Are you the president?
No, I have been once, but not any longer.
I can't wait to say that. Counting down the days.
Whereabouts in Sweden do you live?
Stockholm.
Okay.
So we have been dowsing here for many years as well. And once I was even visited your what do you call it? Yearly.
Yeah,
convent.
BSD. Yeah. Okay.
When was that?
About 10 years ago, I suppose. And then Sandy Mackenzie came here.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
Where is she now? Is she in America?
Yeah.
Okay.
But she also had talk in your convent there.
Yeah.
So I got to know her.
Where was the conference you went to?
Yeah, I don't remember right now. On the West Coast, about 10 years ago. It was an international convent.
So do you have any interesting dowsing tools that you think we might not have?
Just a minute.
Good question. Well done. The Viking system. Didn't they use a special stone? Didn't they navigate with some kind of quartz?
Do you use? There's a camera. Do you use this one?
Is that?
What's the other end like? What's the other
like
end?
a pendulum.
The bob, yeah.
Oh, a
Yeah, it's a
bobber
bob.
type.
Yeah, it's a bobber. Yeah.
Tell you what I'll do, Eva. I'll if I spotlight you, I think it's spotlighting. Can I do that?
He's going to make you big.
Yeah, it's a bobber.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think you call it a bobber.
Yes.
What's it made of, your bobber?
Wood and plastic.
Okay.
Okay.
So you can you often douse chakras with this one. I'll try to find, there it is, the camera. So you can see it's good for chakras, for example, to see the size of a chakra.
What do you specialize in, Eva? What's your special area?
Auras, chakras, and even I've had a company and worked with this for about 30 years now.
Oh, wow.
And so I've heard a lot of talks and learned a lot of things. But I teach in dowsing, of course, auras, chakras, kinesiology.
Yeah.
You know that?
Yeah.
Muscle tests.
Yeah.
And also, what do you call it in English? I don't know what you call it in English.
Google Translate, I recommend it.
Yeah, I know. No, when you just work with your mind.
Telepathy?
Remote viewing?
No. Yeah, but I don't teach that.
Tuition?
Telepathy?
Telepathy.
Everything of that kind. But more what you think you will get. The power of the mind, you can say.
Okay.
Intention.
Yeah, in a way. How to do it. So you really get what you want.
Do you use dowsing rods?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Do you use a twig?
What's that?
Piece of wood?
Cut.
Like a
You know,
wire?
the old ones?
Yeah.
No. just to demonstrate. They are too rough.
Yeah.
Take no.
Eva, do you know at all what the Vikings used? What stone they used to navigate in the sea? They used to use some kind of clear crystal, which they used with the sun to navigate the ocean. Do you know about that?
Yeah, but we are not sure about it.
Okay.
They all still discuss it.
Oh, okay.
If you go from Norway to Ireland, it's in the northwest. In Sweden, we douse a lot of curry lines. We call it curry lines.
Yeah.
Oh,
you know what it is.
Yeah.
Outside. We just had an answer from Don Johnson.
Yeah. And we work a lot with curry lines. And if you follow a curry line, you will go from Norway to Ireland.
Oh, really?
No, Iceland. Sorry, not Ireland. Iceland.
Iceland.
Yeah.
Of course, yes.
Is that what did Don say? Calcite.
Sorry?
Calcite.
Calcite.
Yeah. Don's put it in the chat.
Oh, thank you.
Calcite. Thank you.
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
Calcite.
Okay. No, Don, are you from America?
He's coming.
Oh, iolite. Okay.
Ionite? Is that hematite?
Calcite.
Calcite.
And iolite.
I don't.
I don't know ironite. What
There
does
we
that?
go.
Every time I see your name, I think of Miami Vice.
I have not been the same since Melanie left.
Yeah.
She took the car.
Oh.
Yeah, I was in Iceland. They have it's called Iceland Spar as well. It refracts somehow. I don't really know the geometry of it or the science, but I did hear that, like calcite, which they use to, if it were cloudy or something, they can still see the light directing
Ah.
with reference to where they were, I suppose. But yeah,
Isn't calcite normally used to charge the other crystals?
calcite is a transmuter. It's nice with hematite and quartz.
Okay. Okay.
Or yeah, I find calcite's you all have your own interpretation of it, so it gets lost in translation. Just feel it and love it, and it will talk to you.
Yeah, Nikola Tesla said that they were alive, didn't he? Like crystals were actually living beings from the beginning of time. He actually said that.
What was the name of the line that Eva just mentioned? I didn't.
Curry line.
Curry. Oh, right, the curry grid line. Thank you.
It was a German doctor, 1952, he talked about it.
Like the Hartmann lines at the other.
Yeah.
A lot in Europe.
Also a doctor.
Yeah.
Oh, so they follow the Earth grid lines in the navigation. That's really interesting.
Maybe one way, but I think they used many.
Yes, that's fascinating. And do you have many groups in Sweden, or is yours the only one?
No, not especially. We had more before. I don't know why, but nowadays there are not that many.
Right. And are you in touch with Dowsers in this country, apart from coming to this major international
No, I'm
conference?
not. No, I'm not.
Right. It would be very nice to keep in touch, obviously.
Yes,
it's lovely that you are sharing your knowledge today. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Do you do field trips, Eva?
Do you feel?
Do you do field trips with your group?
Where
they go out and can physically
yeah. They
investigate?
Okay. Yes,
yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
We also have a small group in Stockholm, maximum 30 persons. And we go out once a month, but not during the winter. It's too cold. But
Don, where do you live, Don?
Sorry?
Thank you. I'm actually from
The dog around Hatch, I think, then we're going. But I wouldn't go with it today. As it's so good, I want to keep it good.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hello?
Nice chair, isn't it?
It's all right.
Don? What happened? I don't know what happened.
Oh, I heard some other things.
There's an interruption.
I really enjoyed listening to you, but I have to cut out because I need to go to work.
Oh.
Thank you so much for the link, and I've enjoyed it so much.
Yeah, I was just asking, where are you from?
Everywhere I've been.
Where, sorry?
I'm from everywhere that I have been.
Oh, right, okay. Good answer.
Where am I going? I don't know.
Yeah.
You have to, know is spelled G-N-O-W.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not with a K, it's G-N-O-W.
Okay, thank you. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye.
Very interesting mention about the Curry grid lines and navigation and all that, because it surely must be how the birds all migrate to the same place every year and that sort of aspect. They must have that sort of ability within them, I would suspect, to come all the way from South Africa and the geese and these sort of things. So they must be following something on their radar.
Here in Sweden, we can see it in many places. They have lines out. So when you're going by boat there, you can feel the line and know it's exactly here you have to turn.
Right.
There are many in the archipelagos here. We have it in many places. So they used it, absolutely.
Yeah. And do you have a thing with the other lines as well, even like the Benker line and stuff like that? Is there do you douse onto that, or is it just solely the curry line?
No, we had a person here, Arne Groth was his name. He died some years ago. He found out that many of the normal lines are connected to each other in a mathematical way. So we have that. So we also looked for some lines because we know there should be some lines, a line here in this frequency, and we will also find them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a mathematical connection between those Curry, Hartmann, and many different lines.
Mm.
So we dowse many different lines.
Mm-hmm.
Most people, I think, are interested in dowsing different lines here.
Right.
Eva, what are your most famous circles in Sweden?
Ale stenar on the absolutely southeast coast in Sweden. Ale stones. It's a very big, what you call it, a ship, the form of a ship, standing stones.
Oh, wow. Wow.
We have a lot of those stone circles in form of a ship.
I remember once watching a documentary about South America, and the Incas apparently claimed that some tall blonde people they called angels came from distant places.
Mm.
And there was speculation that the Vikings had actually been there because they found small fragments of evidence of certain knitted patterns that related to Swedish designs, ancient Swedish designs. I thought that was really interesting. I think maybe the Vikings discovered South America before anybody else.
Yeah.
Is there anything written about that in Sweden?
No, I haven't heard that.
Okay.
It's very, talking about energy lines in the earth and that sort of thing, very interesting because I'm a member of Westmoreland Dowsers up in the north of England, and we had a gentleman just 2 weeks ago, a dowsing chap who was also he's an engineer, and he restores cathedrals and he's very particular about the information he was given, very sort of mathematical and obviously, from an engineering background. And his talk converged on showing us a map of the globe and the relationship between lines and all the sort of ancient sites throughout the world. And the overall inference from it was that there was a convergence of likes of 5 or 6 different lines, and they all ran through the Pentagon in America.
But there are many ley lines all over the world.
I remember there was an experiment, I don't know, was it in the 80s or was it earlier, when Thor Heyerdahl went in the Kon-Tiki and they sailed to America on an old style boat to prove that it was possible. So there we are. It's for Renata.
He was from Norway.
Thank you.
I've seen it. I think I've seen it in Oslo in the museum.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was there. Do you think that when they build a stone circle, as a stone Viking boat, is there also a burial underneath the Viking boat in the ground?
What's a burial?
Ever? Oh, burial is when a person has died, you put them in the ground.
When they're dead.
Under the boat?
Yes, under the stone boat. Do you think there was a body?
Aha, the stone boat. No, it's not. No, normally not. No.
Oh. I built my vegetable bed in the shape of a Viking boat.
That's great.
You asked about my specialities. I'm also interested in natural spirits, working with them.
Oh.
Elementals.
Yeah, different kinds.
For the sake of seeing how different we all are, Eva, could you run through some of the names that you're familiar with in Sweden for nature spirits? I mean, like
Swedish names.
Yes. I mean, what we'd
okay. The most well-known name is Troll, I suppose. Troll. I suppose you know that name.
Yes.
We have met trolls in different sizes. The one we work with are about 12 meters high, and they are in charge of 10 to 20 kilometers in diameters.
Wow.
Areas, and they are in charge of it. So there are a lot of other elementals and spirits there, but we understand the trolls, the big trolls we call them, are the boss there, and he knows everything about that area.
And could it be said that these big trolls would have the role of a spirit of place? Or am I sort of mixing phrases that I've heard?
I'm not sure I understand what you say, but they are just taking care of the nature. Flowers, stones, everything there.
Oh, thank you.
And we have worked a lot with them, and they help us a lot. If we have problem with some energies somewhere, they can help us to move it, remove it, or put it in another way, another place, etc., etc. We worked a lot with them, and also help them.
Of course, yeah.
But we are also interested in other elementals and elementaries. Yeah. Is that the name?
Yeah, elementals.
Elementals.
And even aliens, etc. we work with.
Really?
Yeah.
I like Adrian Incledon's Weber phrase of off-worlders. It sort of seems more palatable than aliens, which, you know, in its definition is, you know, is what it is. But you know, there's too many sort of Hollywood connotations with the word, but
No, with the word troll, yes.
So no, I meant with the word.
Yeah.
Could you tell us something about it, about the aliens that you work with? Are they alien?
There are aliens everywhere. So we dowse them. We know if they are friendly or not friendly. Some are friendly, some are not friendly.
Are we talking about energy entities that are not humans?
Yeah.
That's what you mean by aliens?
Yeah.
Yes. Very interesting. I've read in the past where in the northern hemisphere where you are, that the energies are lighter and clearer, and it's possible to have connections with beings on other dimensions. Is that something that you work with?
I've heard it, but I'm not sure it is like that. But they say on a top of a mountain, it's easier to connect.
I've heard it in relation.
The problem is you connect mostly every time you meditate. It's like you open up a portal for them, even for the not nice ones. So we have a lot of problem with that.
I've heard it in relation to Iceland mostly, about children connecting with young energy beings from other dimensions, but I didn't know if it was something that you would be working with. But you say the top of mountains.
Yeah, it's easier, they say. I haven't tried it myself, but they say so.
But you connect with good and bad entities in your work?
Probably not the bad ones. I have to remove them.
Is that something that the big trolls can deal with? Can they remove unhelpful entities, or do they just?
I've never tried that. I've never asked them.
Right. So you know that they are 12 meters high and 20 kilometers in circumference. So maybe they don't go higher than 12 meters, or are you aware of other entities above that? Do you work above the 12-meter height?
Yeah. When we had when we were in Spain, we had connection with the we call him. He was like a cloud, and he was the boss of all part around Nasha, Malaga.
So that was similar to
a lot of contact with that.
A role like a troll, do you mean?
No, he was not. He was more like a cloud. He was not on the ground.
Did you say Malaga?
Yeah.
So were you in Malaga?
Yeah. We were in Nasha. Yeah, what you call it in English? Nerja.
You do map dowsing, Eva?
Sorry?
You do map dowsing?
Yeah.
It's brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah, I have a history from Spain. We asked the natural spirits there when we were on occasion after our course there, and asked them, can we help you? And then they showed me a lake, like a pier, like this. But I couldn't find it on the map, and I was confused. Why can't I find it? Why do they show me something I can't find? Because they wanted us to help them there. So we couldn't do anything and went away. And then we went up to the high mountains there, the small villages. There are small white villages there, very, very nice. And when we went down again, we saw a rainbow, a really, really nice rainbow. It was so, with such colors. I've never seen such one. So we stopped, take a photo, and then I looked where does the rainbows end? Because there is always something you can get, they say here in Sweden. I don't know if you do it. And then I saw the lake as a pier, because it was from above, like this, I could see it, but not on a map. Then it was more rounded. So there was we call it a diva for that area, a very big diva for that area in that little lake. It was a very small lake, and they have made something like what do you call it? Dam. No, it's not English. Pond. Yeah, but they had some mechanical things there. So the diva was not in a good shape. So they wanted us to help that diva, and we did. So it could do its work there. But it's a funny story. They put a rainbow, so I really could spot that lake.
Yeah.
Such a rainbow. I've never seen such a rainbow before. So they appreciate help from the people. Yeah, they do.
May I ask you, please, when you speak about big trolls, do they actually go down into the earth as well as wide and up? Are they three-dimensional? They go up 12 meters wide, 20 kilometers. Do they go down as well into the ground? Would you know?
If do you mean no? The trolls are like trolls. They look like a person, a troll.
Oh, right.
Yeah, and they are about 12 meters high.
Right, above ground, right.
Mm-hmm. But there are many different kinds of trolls.
Right.
The first one were just, I saw when I learned to see these things, it was about 1 meter high. And I thought, oh, I'm seeing them. Oh, I want to ask them many questions. I was so curious. And they just laughed at me. They just laughed at me. The human being talking to us. And they laughed, so I didn't get an answer at all.
Did they tell you?
Oh, sorry.
I just wondered, did they tell you why they had appeared to you?
Or no, it was I have learned to see them. I've learned to see them. You know, yeah, I also give lessons in how to see auras. And how to see such things. Yeah.
Yeah, because I know you like it.
Sorry?
I think someone isn't unmuted. Eva, I can't let this moment go without, do you have
can somebody mute themselves? We can hear you talking.
No, I've got nowhere to put it. But I know when I see it, when you showed it to me, I could see why you liked that and wanted that. Whereas most of your stuff, I just think, what a load of rubbish, just get rid of it. Whereas that, I could see. Yeah, no,
Gay, we can hear you.
See it. And
Gay.
I mean, you know,
who is talking? Who is talking?
But if he says 20 quid or what, to be honest.
Gay, we can hear you. She's muted. She's muted.
No.
So it's just a frivolous question. but who knows what you might say. We have a fairy tale or a folklore here that if you cross a bridge over a stream, probably out in the wild somewhere, that you ask the trolls permission before you cross the bridge, and you know, we imagine them living under the bridge. Is that a fairy tale or a folklore that you have?
In a way, there were 3 goats going over, crossing a bridge, and there was a troll under in our fairy tale.
Billy Goat's Gruff.
Yeah.
Goats, 3 goats.
Mm.
Yeah. Mm.
And am I the only one here that asks permission before crossing a bridge over a
No.
stream? No. And has anyone ever been refused permission until they've performed some sort of required action, a blessing or?
No, in our fairy tale, they say first came the very big goat, and then the half big goat, and then the smallest goat, and they asked permission, and the troll said yes to the first one, yes to the second one, and the third one they say, I will get you.
Eva, in areas where I'm thinking of Iceland at the moment, where there are serious there's volcanic or seismic activity, how does the troll see his or her role when that's happening?
I haven't asked.
Okay.
I have no idea. But mostly there are things that humans have done they can't fix. But the volcanic things has been there for millions of years, so that's okay for them to work with. But things humans have done, like roads, buildings, etc., etc., etc. They don't know how to fix. So we have found a way to help them. We give them a special kind of energy they want, and they take the original one. It's like a ball, and then put it here. We say them put it here, and then they take copies to work with. It works. It's okay. They can do it. Yeah, we tried for many years to. How can we help them? We are just a few people. I mean, and this is all over the world.
Do you think there are trolls all over the world?
Oh yes,
okay.
We have found them in many places. Almost the same sort.
Are there any trolls on other planets?
I have no idea. But there are many other trolls, and mostly, even here in Sweden, people say trolls. They are awful, nasty things. We haven't found them. We are just very, very clever, nice trolls we work with. Yeah.
Are they a bit clumsy because they're so big, though, and they have accidents and?
Yeah, they are big, and they say all these spirits are without bodies. Are without bodies, but I don't think so, because twice I have seen him running, once beside my car, and I didn't see him, and then I really stopped when I saw him, and then he was just so they must have some kind of body.
Yeah.
Short of breath and.
Well, unless it was just manifesting into your way of resonating with it.
A visual impression.
Yeah.
Because you can have such brief flashes where you see so much going on, and you have to be ready.
But we also douse. Once the troll. One of the trolls, one of the first one we met, asked us to help him, and after a while, we asked him, what you want? And he should show me on a map where we should go and help him. But I was not in that condition, so I couldn't hear what he said. So I took my dowsing rod and my finger, and then asked him, show me on the map. And then I saw the dowsing rod that way, so I took the finger that way and followed the finger with the dowsing rod on the map.
Yeah.
Some kind of map dowsing. And, it stopped by a lake, and then I tried to feel that, and it was an awful, really, really, really awful place. Went there by car, just in the wood, no people around. And they have cut, I don't know what the English word for it, but here in Sweden they cut all the wood, all the trees in big areas.
Logging.
Okay.
Yeah.
And also have burned all of it afterwards.
Oh my God.
So there were the spirit or the diva of the place was injured, very injured. So there were a lot of energies coming from the from the earth. He's otherwise he's what you say, in control of the energies from the earth. These special divas, and he was injured, so it was so awful.
Did you go by yourself?
No, normally not.
Yeah.
There's has been a man and his daughter has we have done a lot together. It's better to be not to be alone, because it's so easy to just imagine things.
Yeah.
Do you tend to encounter the trolls in a more in a focused state, or was it when in your normal day when you are doing something?
Focus state. Yeah, always. Even when you douse, you can't do it. I don't think you can do it in your normal. You have to be meditating on the meditation level.
Do you have an impression of sound sometimes with them?
Yeah, I can hear them talk.
Have you heard them singing? Troll singing?
No.
That's...
Never. But there are so many different kinds of trolls. We have small trolls also in the woods here in Sweden, but we don't work with them. Just these clever big ones.
So presumably I could mentally project and connect with a big Swedish troll if I wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Absolutely. And they also put some, what do you call it? Marks in our auras, I think. Like the aliens do the same.
You mean
especially the bad ones. So if we come to their area, it's like we are ringing on the bell. They know we are coming when we enter their area. Yeah.
Are you saying there are aliens who are resident in the countryside? I didn't quite understand the last.
Okay. No, I said, I tried to say, trolls, but also many guides. You call it guide?
Yes.
Yeah, personal guides, etc., but also those that are not that so nice. They put different things in your aura so they can they can hear what you say, they can see it, and they can also whisper in your ear, so you think it's yours. I can think of, oh, I thought of this, but it's not my thought. It's their, what do you call
implant, like an implant.
Yeah, implant. Thank you. What is the name? Yeah.
Are you sorry?
We were.
Are you susceptible to that business? Even if you're grounded, you could be influenced by the this marker.
Yeah. If you have an implant, yes, absolutely. And you can even see it in your eyes if it's a bigger implant. Just look into your mirror and just a second. You can see, oops, that's not my eyes.
So have you got a way of clearing that?
Yeah, we work a lot with it.
Okay.
But I think it's a problem.
Do you ever meet a troll in a dream?
No.
May I ask you a question, please?
Yeah.
Thank you. You said that when there is a problem, a place where there is a problem, and the trolls ask you to help them to...
Sorry, I can't hear you.
Right, okay. When you clear away an area to help the trolls, you give them energy to overcome human obstructions like buildings and railway lines and that kind of thing. Do you think that the energy you send them comes from you as a group of people, or do you draw that energy in from a higher dimension to help them? Is it your physical?
I understand. I'm just thinking. There are two answers. First, they don't. We can almost kill them with special frequencies, like Reiki healing. They can't have Reiki healing. It's the wrong frequencies. So we can't send some different frequencies. But we made a ball of energy. And you call a ball?
Yes, that's right, yes.
And give it to them, because they know how to fix all old things, but they are not creative. You know what creative is?
Yes.
Yeah. So they can't find out how to fix new problems, just old things that has happened for millions of years. So that's why we humans can help them with new problems and tell them this is the way to do it. So we find out and made a ball of special energies. We have a woman who is very good at these things. So that's a girl I talked about, and her dad made this ball, and then we give it to one troll. He has that ball as an original in his, and then he can make copy of that ball and give to another one, which is that troll's original. So we can send it all over the world that way. They can teach each other. So we try to help, but just a few people can't help all over the world. So we had to find out how to help themselves, to learn them how to help themselves.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Marvelous. So it's a ball of energy that can be utilized for any purpose they need to heal anything.
They have said that these are the frequencies that they want.
Oh, they say
the girl, she's very good at these things. She knew what frequencies we needed. She can see the frequencies. She can put people in different places and to say that you should stay there and you there and there, to open up different areas, etc., etc.
Eva, do you think it would be possible if you had a gauge for different frequencies that a person would be able to dowse which frequency to use to make the ball? If on, you know, in front of you,
I would say
visually.
this. I would say this is not easy.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about it for years, and I don't think there are many people know how to do it, because you have to have contact with the trolls before. You have to know what do they do, what do they need, etc.
Mm-hmm.
This girl I talk about, she's not a girl any longer. She was a girl. She once was allowed to look into the troll's eyes.
Oh my God.
And he looked through her eyes. Not so interested for him, I think, the human eyes. Even if she's better than most people I know. But what she saw was very interesting. She saw the auras of some flowers. The physical flower wasn't there yet, but just the aura, the call it the mal.
Aura is a good word.
Yeah, but it was the form of an where the flower should what do you call it, grow inside that aura afterwards. I didn't believe in that first, but she also saw a bear, and she said, no, there are no bears here in the middle of Sweden. But the week after, we saw in the newspaper, yes, they have seen a bear there. So she was right.
The
First aura of the human of our body, the first aura is also what do you call it? Mal. I don't know.
Do you have wolves in Sweden as well?
Yeah, I don't.
You do.
Like.
May I? I'm trying to.
Shadow? Is it shadow?
Sorry?
Is it a shadow?
What's I don't know.
Hmm? Could it be a shadow?
I don't understand.
So like if you stand in the sun, your reflection on the ground is your shadow.
Okay.
So
okay.
is Mal a shadow?
No.
Okay.
It's the form where the body takes its form.
Yeah. So it's like
physical.
Sorry?
Okay.
Physical?
Yeah. The physical body grows into that form.
Uh-huh.
And our first aura, human's aura, is also the form for the body to grow into. So if the form is somehow, what you call it, injured, so also the body will be that. I've looked to it a lot because I didn't believe it at the beginning, but I do now.
So the first layer of the aura carries the blueprint of the body.
Yeah, that's a form for the body to grow into that form.
Mm-hmm.
So if there is any problem with that blueprint, the physical body will have the same problem.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
And it also transpires that if we understand that first auric body and help it, then in the same way that transfers to the physical body.
Yeah, that's why it's so good with healing.
Yes,
because you can transform bodies, aura bodies, very fast.
Yes.
Is that in humans?
Yeah, and animals.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Horses or dogs. So it doesn't matter. Any living thing has an auric field, and so we can understand that and its relationship to the physical body. It's almost like a mirror of the physical body. So with that concept, we can intentionally, positively influence that in some way. Then the physical body starts to take that on. So
So I don't say it's a mirror, because it's a form for the human body to grow into. So the body takes that form.
But the auric field will also display misform from the body. So
no, yeah. But it starts in the aura.
Yes.
Starts in the aura.
Yes, but So the
Comes
idea
from outside. If you look at it, we find a lot of traumas, etc., outside here. So we can douse aura, we douse traumas and just take them and throw them away. But they say all problems starts very outside here in the aura and comes near the body, and at last it comes to the, as you call it, the blueprint. And when the blueprint also has got this problem, you realize it in your physical body.
Yeah. It's very interesting to look at that as well, Eva, because that brings us into the sort of concept of every illness having a spiritual connection to the way we've thought or the way we behave in some way. So because the extended auric field has information at a spiritual level. So looking at it from that angle, that it starts out in the auric field and works into the body, it suggests that, you know, that the aspect between illness and our spirituality is very closely linked. And you know, so it's an interesting concept.
What happens if somebody's been attacked by another person? How does that doesn't that affect the auric field as well?
Yes, everything.
Yeah.
You know, everything's detectable within the auric field. It holds memory of incidents. It holds influence, and so yes, I mean, people can read the auric field, so they get information from the auric field of your life experience. It's like for some people, it can be an open book that they can literally read.
Yeah.
And that's a wonderful capability to have. So they all
I do a lot of those things.
They all hold.
Yeah, and then I have this what you call it? Yeah, this bobby, using this bobby, because I douse the chakras and the 7 chakras on the body, on the front, and also on the back side. And then you can say a lot of these people with a big heart chakra, you always like to give. That's a person who likes to give, etc., etc., etc. So I have tested many hundreds of these chakras and tell people, this is what I can see. You are this and this and this. And they also say, yes. 9 out of 10, they say I'm right. The 10th time, sometimes their companions say, yes. They don't do it themselves.
Have you also done it remotely through a computer screen, as in, for example, COVID?
No.
You haven't tried that? No.
What do you do? Computer screen?
Yeah, using dowsing, but the other, if you're dowsing their chakras, but they're standing in front of you.
No, I have never done it. No, never on the screen. That's a good idea, but I haven't done it. But I also feel the person. I do with kinesiology. Took their frequency in me, and then I can feel what they feel. I had some years ago, I had an old woman coming and test, what you call it in these messa, I don't know where a lot of people coming and looking at things. Oh, yeah, some kind of outcome, yeah. And she wanted me to dowse her chakras, because I was dowsing many chakras there, some 100 every outcome. And then I felt she was so sorrow. She was really, really sad. And then I said it to her, and she just stared at me. How do you know? Yeah, I can feel it. Okay. Yeah, my husband died 1 year ago, no, 2 years ago, and I can't stop thinking of him. I think of him all the time. That's why it was so
heavy.
That's why I could feel it
dominant.
So, yeah, prominent. Yeah. And then I told her, okay, from your chakras, there are lines, contacting lines with different people. If I speak with you, with the person, I got contact lines from my throat to another throat. But with a couple, married couple, they have, from all their 7 chakras, they have these lines, not lines, what do you call it?
Cords.
Cords, thank you, yeah. And then I told her, okay, your husband is dead, but your cords are still out there. She felt like you had taken a needle under your nail.
Ooh.
That's why she couldn't forget him. So I told her, let us now take these cords. And we take them, we round them, we like them around, and you take it into your heart. Maybe 30 seconds to do that. And then she went away. But she phoned me the day after and said, oh, it's so different. I don't think of him every second any longer. So I've also worked a lot with cleaning those cords for persons. Okay. I remember a woman who always quarreled with her son. He was a teenager. Always quarreled. And she looked at all her cords. I showed her how to do it. And then I said, you can clean them, or you can just take them away if you don't like them. So she looked at all her cords to her son and cleaned some, and someone said, no, I don't want it. We'll take it away. And immediately when she came home, it was different. Even the son was different.
Wow.
Yeah, they didn't quarrel that much any longer.
Amazing.
Yeah, so it's so easy to work with such things.
Eva, how do we find you? How do we find your contact details?
I can. You can have my address.
Please, yes, please.
JC.
Okay, JC.
At wings, vingar.
W-I?
No, not double. Y, not double.
Y? I-N? E-I-E-N-J-R. No, A-R. I'm going to put it
I'll show you. I'm not good at English.
Yeah, I'll write it in the box. Tell me if it's correct. Look, it's in the chat box.
Hmm?
Is it like, oh, hold on. JC.
I'll find it.
JC.
Let's see if you can read this.
Let's have a look. Oh, Vingar. Vingar. Oh, fantastic. Vinger, JC at Vinger.
Yeah, it's no. You have to read it the other way.
Thank you. JC at Vinger, thank you. And Eva, do you know, are you connected to the Sami people? The
No.
Sami?
Yeah. I'm very interested in that. Yes.
Me too. Do you ever go on to meet them in person and go like learn from them?
Yeah, it happens.
Can I come with you, please? I am desperate to meet the Sami people.
I was too.
Very interesting people. So I would really like to come with you if you go. I'll write to you.
We
What's
know.
so special about?
They're shamans.
What's
Yeah,
so special about?
Some of them are. I looked at the television yesterday program. They have done a Swedish in 3 parts about Samis. And then I saw that the 3 shamans there had a special opening here. It's like a big heart chakra. All 3 of them. I haven't seen that before. So I tried to get that, and I got it. Because I have I'm often out dancing. I like dancing.
Hey, good.
And then I try to find what frequency has the man I dance with.
Oh.
And then I go into the same frequency. And then it's a very, very nice dance. So, yeah, it is. It really differs. So I tried to do this with the shamans yesterday. So I found out the frequency, and I got it from my hands. So another kind of healing.
Amazing.
Eva, what sort of dancing is dancing?
Foxtrot, boog.
Foxtrot, quick step.
Yeah.
Waltz.
Really?
Boog. Do you call it?
Boogie.
Boogie, right.
Boogie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little faster.
Not into jazz and okay, boogie.
Yeah.
The Sami are the reindeer people. They revere the reindeer. And they live their life around the reindeer.
Yeah, we know a woman. Yeah, she's living 100 kilometers from me here.
Are they near the tundra? Are they kind of further up?
Yeah, but she has no reindeers any longer.
Oh gosh.
No. She wanted to divorce her husband who has reindeers, but she doesn't dare it.
Oh really? Why?
Yeah.
Oh,
why not? Is she frightened of him?
He doesn't want it.
Oh, I see. So he could do some black magic or something.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
She's just living with another man here in
gosh.
Stockholm. Yeah, not in the north.
Does he know that she's living with another man?
I suppose so. I don't know.
But he doesn't want the divorce?
Nope.
Wow. Interesting.
She was scared for her daughter. What could happen to her daughter?
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
They can hear things they can sort of be sitting still and they can hear things from miles and miles away, and they know when someone's coming. They've got very special spooky gifts.
I've had some lessons. I told you I had a company before that what you call it, lessons, speech, etc. Talks. I don't know the name of it. And she's been there many times, and teach us different things. And she's told they have small metal rings like this. The Samis, they often, the women have.
Can you put it to the screen? Can you put it to the screen, Eva?
No, I don't have it here because
okay.
That size.
Yeah.
And it's bronze. You know bronze?
Yes, it's a metal, like a yellow metal.
Yeah. And she told me that when she was young, they often sat a lot of people around the fire and looked into this, like this. And they were not allowed to see anything around here because they had to focus in here. So they just see this hole and nothing else.
Yeah.
And they did it so many times. So at last they didn't see, I can't do it. I see it all the time here, even if I tried just to look in here. But that's the way they can focus so much so they know where their husbands, etc. are.
You're
and when
kidding
they come
me.
back. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Her mother were never afraid of her, what could have happened to her father. No, he will come in a week. He's fine. He'll be here in 5 days, etc., etc. And they just use this metal ring
to focus. This is like a focus.
Yeah, it was a focus.
Wow.
I've tried. I can't. It's impossible.
May I ask, is it focusing slightly away from the third eye? Is it a focusing the beam from the third eye to latch onto the person where they are and see what's happening?
Maybe.
It's like a binocular on the eye. It's putting that on maybe that. Wonder if that's how it works.
Yeah.
That's fascinating. Thank you very much indeed for that information. It's wonderful what you were telling us.
Oh, good.
So grateful. Thank you.
Yeah, very, very interesting because it's from another culture and it's very new for us.
Yeah,
it's new information.
That's why I'm here, because I
want
to listen to you.
Yeah, it's really interesting.
But now I've talked a lot. Yeah.